There is a firestorm surrounding Governor Andrew Cuomo. New findings from an independent investigation accuse the New York Democrat of sexually harassing at least 11 women, and the alleged victims include current and former staffers. Now, Cuomo is denying the findings, saying, quote, "The facts are much different than what has been portrayed." So Bradley Blackburn has been following this story for us. Bradley, no matter what the governor says, there are many top Democrats that are now calling for him to resign.
Anne-Marie, the governor is essentially standing alone this morning, and if he doesn't step down, he could face impeachment. This detailed report was just too much for many of Cuomo's former allies, and that includes the President of the United States. Governor Andrew Cuomo has held onto power in New York for 10 years, but now calls for his resignation are coming from all corners.
I think he should resign.
From the president to both of New York's senators.
I continue to believe the governor should resign.
This is a very serious and damning report.
An independent investigation found the Democratic governor sexually harassed 11 women, many of whom worked for him.
Many of whom were young women, by engaging in unwanted groping, kisses, hugging, and by making inappropriate comments.
Investigators interviewed 179 people and found a pattern of substantiated and corroborated incidents. There are new allegations Cuomo sexually harassed a state trooper on his security detail, running his hand or fingers across her stomach and back and kissing her on the cheek. Another woman said Cuomo reached under her blouse and grabbed her breast.
None of them welcomed it.
I cooperated with the review.
For months, Cuomo said to wait for the report. Now, in a taped video, he dismisses it defiantly.
I never touched anyone inappropriately or made inappropriate sexual advances. That is just not who I am.
Charlotte Bennett, one of Cuomo's accusers, told CBS News anchor Norah O'Donnell the report is vindicating.
He sexually harassed me. I am not confused. It is not confusing. I am living in reality, and it's sad to see that he's not.
Cuomo could face both civil and criminal charges, and if he doesn't resign from his office, he may be impeached. The governor has given no sign yet that he will step down. In that video statement, he suggested the investigation was fueled by politics and bias, but the resignation calls are bipartisan and coming loudly from within his own party. Anne-Marie.
Indeed, and perhaps within his own state. New York State lawmakers are in the middle of an impeachment inquiry into Governor Cuomo. What is the latest on that?
Well, the state assembly leader says he hopes to complete that inquiry as quickly as possible. And if a majority in the state assembly votes to impeach, it would then go to trial. And there are reports that that could start as soon as late September. If Cuomo was removed from office, he would be replaced by the lieutenant governor, who would be the first female governor in the state of New York.
Very interesting. So, also included in yesterday's report were allegations of creating a hostile work environment, that there was retaliation. I'm wondering, what did that report sort of conclude about the environment working in the governor's office, and how is the governor responding?
Right, that was something that investigators looked closely at, and the report found Cuomo's office is filled with what they called fear and intimidation, and they say that he has an intense focus on secrecy and loyalty. Investigators believe that that culture was one reason why sexual harassment could occur and continue to go on. Now, in his video statement, Cuomo said that he and his whole team are going to go through a new sexual harassment training program, but he also defended the workplace environment in his office, the governor remaining defiant on so many topics. Anne-Marie.
All right, Bradley, thank you very much.
Thank you.